Today we're going to be taking a look at the MAFEX Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice Armored Batman. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MAFEX Armored Batman, and I'm very excited for this one. The lack of accessories do seem a bit disappointing, but the figure overall just looks dope as hell. So without further ado, let's get into the review and start off with the packaging for the Armored Batman. So we get the basic MAFEX style box here, same thing as the other Batman vs Superman figures from the MAFEX line. We do get the window right there, an image of the Armored Batman on the bottom left, says Armored Batman action figure, Medicom toy, DC Comics. And then the bottom of the box has the barcode and blah 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 stuff nobody cares about. And then there's the top of the box right there with the Batman vs Superman logo. And then there's the one side of the box there. And then the other side of the box over here. And then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into along with some of his accessories, which only looks like a grappling hook, but anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open to take a closer look at the Armored Batfleck. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at the Armored Batman, and MAFEX really did an outstanding job with this figure on the detail. The paint and sculpt both look great. Now the head sculpt here, I love the armor for the cowl. I think it looks amazing. I love all the slash marks from like swords or something, or like the dents. It looks battle worn and battle damaged. I think that looks so dope. They did a very nice job with it. And all the silver parts on his armor, there is some very subtle black wash on it, and I think it looks really nice on the armor here. And another thing I like a lot is what they did with the eyes. It looks like they're glowing. It's like they used a metallic baby blue. Sometimes it looks silver, but when it hits the light, you see the blue. I mean, they did a very nice job with the eyes. I love the paint that they used for it, and it's nice, clean paintwork as well. So very nice job with MAFEX on the eyes right there. And we get some very nice, clean paintwork around the skin tone as well. And you do see the likeness of Ben Affleck on there. Just very nice work, just on the head sculpt alone. I mean, that looks dope. I really like these shorter bat ears too. That looks cool. And then we get this piece around his neck as well, looking pretty awesome. And then we do get this strap going around his chest, and it does go all the way around through his back, so it's one separate piece. And there is a hole in the cape, so that's how it's able to go through. So you can move it around if you would like to. I like to push it down a little bit more so it fits like that across his chest. And then the upper armor, the cape, and the shoulder pads right here are all connected to the upper armor, and it is a separate piece. And the cape, we'll talk about the cape first. I love the material they used for the cape. It's a very nice cloth material, unlike the regular Batman where they used some crappy, cheap material for his cape. I don't know why they couldn't use material like this with the regular Batman cape. I really love the width of it as well. Move it back a little bit, and there you go. You can see how wide the cape goes. It could probably go up wider, actually. And there is bendy wire in each side right here, and it feels like the bendy wire is a little bit thicker compared to the regular Batman and Superman, so I like that MAFEX did that. It will prevent it snapping and breaking on you, so pretty cool that MAFEX did that. And then we do get these shoulder pads. This is something I kind of have a little issue with. I wish they put the shoulder pads on hinges connected to his shoulders, because they're just connected by a softer piece of plastic. I feel like eventually it's going to break and just get all worn out. So that's one thing I don't like about the figure. I mean, but the shoulder pads do look nice. Nice sculpt and paintwork on them. I like that piece going around the bicep, and then the circular piece here as well. And then we do get the gauntlets that look badass. And then we get the gold pieces. I forgot what these are called. Batman has it on every single suit. But those look cool as well. So very nice job just on the arm there. The upper armor looks dope. I like how the lower torso armor looks dope as well. And I like how you could tell Batman is wearing his suit underneath his armor. And it looks like someone's wearing a suit underneath the armor. So very nice job by MAFEX with that. There's the back of the armor right there, looking pretty cool. And I love this spine piece. That looks dope. Very cool looking. And then we do get Batman's utility belt here, which is a separate piece. I'd say keep it lower to hide the gap in the waist joint so you can't see any gappage right there. And I really love the gold paint that they used for it. Very nice sculpt and paintwork on the utility belt. Then he does have a armored cup. If you played sports, then you know what a cup is. But very nice job with the upper leg armor as well. Very cool looking. Just throughout the entire armor, you just see dings, dashes, and slash marks from swords and stuff. It just really looks cool. And then same with his suit underneath. Just looks like the same exact one, which it's supposed to be from the regular Batman. And then we do get these knee guards, or the knee armor right there. And I like the way they did the joint as well. That looks very nice. Another issue I have is the right leg joint is a little bit loose on mine, so that's really irritating actually. The left leg joint is nice and tight, but the right one isn't, so that's a pretty big disappointment to me. But the lower leg armor looks very nice. We do get these same gold pieces like with on the gauntlets, and I think that's just like the Dark Knight Returns, I think Part 2 Batman has that on his armor as well. So very cool looking. I like that Zack Snyder put that on this Batman. And then we do get the lower portion of the boots, well, of his feet pretty much. Very nice sculpt and paintwork on them. And I love the bottom of them. They just have spikes all over them. That looks dope. I mean, this figure is so awesome. I think MAFEX really did an outstanding job with this one, and I'm very happy with the way the detail turned out. But anyway, let's continue on. And for anybody who is curious, yes, you can put the regular Batman head on the armored Batman body. The ball pegs are pretty much the same size. It's a little bit bigger on the regular Batman, but the head fits perfectly fine on the ball peg for the armored Batman, and it actually looks pretty cool. So just wanted to show you that real quickly. Let's keep moving on. Moving on to the accessories, and we really don't get much with this armored Batman. I feel like we should have got the interchangeable head with the damaged mast and the kryptonite spear. But you have to buy the Nightmare Batman in order to get those accessories for this Batman, so that's pretty disappointing. We do get a MAFEX stand, which is cool. I don't like these clamps, though. I feel like they're too big. They look too bulky when they're around the figure's waist. But cool that we do get a MAFEX stand. And then we also get 6 interchangeable hands. So we get a pair of fists here. Let's focus the camera so we can get a better look at them. But very nice paint and sculpt work on these. Nice clean paint all throughout it. I do have a little bit of black paint on the thumb right there. But I love how there's all like little metal armor on each individual finger. And the paint is nice and clean all throughout it as well. We do get a piece of armor on his thumb and then on the top of his hand. And they do have black wash on them. So very, very nice job on the interchangeable fists there. So we get a pair of those. And then we also get a pair of these open hands here. And they did a very nice job with the paint and sculpt on these as well. Nice clean paintwork, and the sculpt just looks dope on these. I love all the little armor pieces on each individual finger. That looks so cool. So we do get a pair of those, and then we also get a pair of gripping hands here. Very nice paint and sculpt work as well. And these are meant for him to grip onto his grappling hook. But those are all the interchangeable hands, and then we also get his grappling gun, and the detail on this just looks incredible. Just look at all the tiny sculpted detail just on this side right here. That looks so awesome. And the paint looks great on it too. Just very nice paint and beautiful sculpt work on this grappling gun right here. There's the other side right there. And he does grip onto it perfectly fine. A very, very cool looking accessory here. Just look at all that tiny detail. That looks dope. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Armored Batman, which is a little bit disappointing, but you do get a few cool things with this figure. But anyway, let's continue on with the rest of the review. Now, for the height of the Armored Batman, to the top of his ears, he stands about 6.5 inches tall, and then here he is compared to the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Batman and the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Superman. And then here he is compared to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool, the SH Figuarts Injustice Harley Quinn, and the Good Smile Company Figma Avengers Hulk. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, very similar to the regular MAFEX Batman figure. We do get 2 points at the neck, 1 at the upper neck, and 1 at the lower neck. So the upper neck joint, we do get some pretty good up and down movement. Do get some very nice pivot, and it also swivels as well. The lower neck joint is very tight. It can go forward and back, pivot, and it also swivels, but the joint is just really stiff on there. Every time I try to articulate it on camera, it pops off, so I'm just going to tell you which way it moves when you articulate it, but it is very stiff, so just be careful with it. We do get a point of articulation under the chest here, and we do get some pretty good forward and back movement. A little bit of pivot, and it really doesn't swivel too much because I guess the upper armor piece hinders it from swiveling. But the waist joint down here, great forward and back movement, also great pivot, and it also swivels as well. And the joint isn't as tight as the regular MAFEX Batman, so that is a big plus right there. Now for the shoulders, we get a very nice armpit joint, so you can move the shoulders around in a circular motion. And then they do go out to the side a little less than 90 degrees. Same hindered issue like with the regular MAFEX Batman. They do go up and down, but they will get hindered by the shoulder pad piece, which is why MAFEX should put them on hinges on the shoulder so it doesn't hinder that type of articulation. We do get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in about 90 degrees. Now for the wrists, they do swivel and they're also on a hinge, so nice movement there. Now for the legs here, we do get the shifting leg joints, so you get more movement with the articulation, and Batman can kick forward about 90 degrees, goes to the back just a little bit, and then kicks out to the side about 90 degrees, and then we do get swivel up there as well. So nice movement with the legs. The only issue I have is my right leg joint is a little too loose. It should be as tight as the left one there. Now we do get double jointed knees, and they bend back a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. Now for the ankles here, they do swivel. They hinge up a really good amount, and then they hinge down a decent amount, and then we do get some ankle pivot and some toe articulation. So overall, for it being a little bit more of a bulky figure, I think MAFEX worked in the articulation very nice with this Batman. It's not perfect, but it's really, really good for the size of the figure, and you're going to get some great poses out of it. But overall, I do recommend this figure, especially if you're a big Batman fan, if you liked Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, or if this is one of your favorite versions of Batman. Definitely pick this figure up. MAFEX did a very, very nice job with this one. It's not perfect, but they really executed this armored Batman extremely well, so I do recommend it. A few issues or complaints I have. One of them is the shoulder pads. I wish MAFEX would just connect them to the shoulder with a hinge. I don't like when it's just connected with a piece of plastic because it's going to end up breaking very easily. Another issue I have is my right leg joint. It's really loose and gets very irritating, and it's just disappointing. Plus I heard people complaining about loose ankle joints on this Batman figure as well. And my final complaint has to do with the lack of accessories. We really don't get much with this figure, and MAFEX is trying to make you buy the Nightmare Batman in order to get more accessories for this armored Batman, and to me that's kind of a scumbag type move. But I mean, overall, I am very happy with this figure. I think MAFEX did an incredible job with it. The articulation was very well done throughout the entire figure. You can get some great posing out of this Batman, but the best part is definitely the detail. They knocked it out of the park with this one. They did an outstanding job with the paint and the sculpt, and I really dig that cape as well. So I'm very happy now owning this Batman in my collection. And if you would like to get this figure for your collection, he does retail for about $55 depending on where you purchase him. I got mine from agelessgeeks.com, so if you would like to get yours, you can head over to that website today, or you could join the Ageless Geeks Facebook group. But anyway, that is my review of the MAFEX Dawn of Justice Armored Batman. Hope you enjoyed my review. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share and favorite the video too, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Today we're going to be taking a look at the MAFEX. When the lack of accessories do seem a bit, we do get the window right there, and the bada poo, and the bada bee, and the bada ba. Shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into, along with some of his let's get this figure open to take a look of his accessories, which only looks like the grappling hook. But anyway, that's the packaging. Let's get this figure yes, Age Figure Arts Awakening, and it also swivels the lower neck. Whoops. Swivels the lower neck joint is very stiff, but damn it. Neck, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck. So the upper neck Now the waist joint, we do get doo-ba-doo, ba-ba-doo, ba-boo, ba-da-boo. We do get a point of articulation at the upper torso right here, so it can go forward and back, and it can poop-a-da-pop, and peep-a-da-poop, and chip-a-da-pop.